Hey guys, Holly here. Sitting in line at the school pickup. School's out in about 5 minutes. And I had some thoughts. What we think about and what we say, those are the things that we put out into the universe. Those are the things that we tell God. And those are the things that end up, what we're asking for, really. So when we're thinking negative thoughts and we're talking negatively, we're asking for more of that to come back to us. When we're talking positively and saying great things about ourselves and great things about what we want and who we are, those things come back to us. So it's really like a boomerang. Think of it in that way. If you're saying, man, I'm horrible at this, that boomerang's going to come out and it's going to come right back to you and smack you with some more horribleness, and you're going to suck even more. But if you're saying, man, that was hard, but I pushed and I did great and I did my best, that's going to come back to you and you're going to get better and better and better. So, and these include the thoughts that we have, not just the words that we say, because sometimes we can say things, we can say awesome things about ourselves, but in the back of our minds we're thinking, yeah, okay, if that were only true. Or, well, yeah, we'll see. We have to have our minds and our words in sync with one another so that we can make that boomerang come back to us. And what it brings back, that boomerang is always going to bring something back, guys. Always going to bring something back. And we want it to bring back something awesome and something wonderful and something positive. So, this is one thing I want you to do for me. I want you to take that boomerang. I want you to have your mind and your words, what the things that you speak, the things that you think. I want them to be interconnected. I want you to think of how wonderful you are and how awesome you are. Think of the goals that you have in mind and think of what you want out of life and toss it out there. Toss it out there like you already have it. Think of yourself a year from now. Take those goals that you have. Think of yourself a year from now, whether it's I want to be 50 pounds less than what I am, or I want to be financially free, or I want my business to be here, or I want to have helped this amount of people. It doesn't matter what those are, because those are goals and those are awesome goals. It doesn't matter what that goal is. What you need to do is take those goals, make your mind and your words coincide, and throw that out there. And I promise it'll bring back wonderful things. When you're thinking and saying, my business is going to be a 6-figure business in the next year, you say that. Say, I have a 6-figure business. Own it. Believe it. Throw it out there and it'll come back to you. It will, I promise. Or, I am 50 pounds lighter than where I was a year ago. Believe it and say it. Believe it and say it. Throw it out there. Do the work and it'll come back to you. But remember, with each of these things that you think and say, there's work that comes along with it. You can't just throw it out there and expect it to just come back to you. You have to do the work. But when we think it and say it and we throw it out there into the universe, or we tell God that we want it, whatever it is that you believe in, when we do that and do the work, because when we throw it out there, when it starts to come back, it brings these little nuggets of, you can do this and you can do this, and it gives us these action steps to get where do we want to be. But these two things have to coincide, so make them coincide. Comment below with what your goals are and what you want to do and what you're going to throw out there.